Welcome back to Lanyap Therapy. I'm Cassie, the Lanyap Therapist, and today I want to go over my top 10 anxiety skills. So get a notebook, get a pen, you're gonna wanna write these down. If you watched my last video, you know that we went over general anxiety symptoms. And so today, what I wanna do is go over a couple of different skills. What I tell clients in session is that you wanna think about a toolbox of skills. So a hammer is a good tool to have for your home, but you also may want a wrench and a screwdriver and a couple of other things to work on other projects. Not every tool is going to work for every project. This is a chance to really set yourself up with a good, solid toolbox for a lot of different things. So here are the things that I'm going to go over today. I put the times by it so you can go back, you can rewatch specific skills that you like. Definitely save this video because you're gonna want to come back to it. So let's get started. Tip number 1 is deep breathing. Remember, anxiety is your fight or flight response activated. You want to flip that to your rest and digest, your parasympathetic nervous system. And so one of the easiest ways to do this is through deep breathing. I'm gonna take you through a really quick deep breathing exercise. You can look these up. There are a ton on YouTube. I'll make sure to post a couple on my page so that you can watch them. But YouTube, Headspace, Calm, there are tons. I mean, there's probably so many apps, I can't even name them all, that you can look into if you are interested and enjoy deep breathing or breathing meditations. For this specific deep breathing exercise, we're going to do what is called 4-6-8 breathing. You're going to inhale for 4, hold for 7, exhale for 8. So we'll do 2 or 3 rounds of this. Remember that you can always look these up and do them longer in other videos. Okay, so let's give it a try. So just relax. And when you're ready, close your eyes. And on your next inhale, we're going to breathe in for 4. So inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now resume normal breathing. Okay, so skill number 2 is what we call progressive muscle relaxation. Studies have shown that progressive muscle relaxation can be helpful in connecting your mind and your body together. This activity, also known as PMR, is where you tense muscles and then you release. You work through your body, tensing and releasing, and over time, your brain starts to register like, oh, our shoulders are tense, like release. Over time, you might be standing in line at the bank or driving, going to bed, and all of a sudden you'll physically feel your body releasing. We're going to do a quick one, okay? We're going just to do your shoulders and your arms. So get in shake everything out. What I want you to do is you're going to lift your shoulders up towards your ears, hold. Squeeze as hard as you can with your shoulders all the way up to your ears. And then release. Now bring your hands up towards your shoulders, curling your biceps, hold. All the way up, squeezing tight. Release. Last, your hands, squeeze them as tight as you can. And then release. What you feel when you tense and then release, that's what you're looking for, right? So tensing your shoulders and you kind of feel that whoosh. That's what we're looking for. Skill number 3 is 5-4-3-2-1 grounding exercise. This is using your 5 senses to ground you. Now, this exercise is great in the way that it can be as specific or as simple as you need it to be. I like this skill because it can also be done in a lot of different places, right? You can be driving and looking for, 5 green things. You don't have to necessarily stop to do this. It's 5 things you see, 4 things you hear, 3 things you can feel, 2 things you can taste, and 1 thing you can smell. You can be as specific as you want. So like I've seen other people who try to make this really specific. Can you see the condensation on your bottle? Can you see the grooves in the wood? It can be that specific, or it can be like green things, right? Like that's up to you, where you are and what you have time for. Skill number 4 is what's called urge surfing. This is an acceptance and commitment therapy skill. Urge surfing kind of has a little bit of a process, but stay with me. Think about surfing in general, right? That you're going to paddle out, you're going to notice the wave coming. Then once you get up on your board and you're going to ride this wave. Acceptance and commitment therapy, a lot of it is focused on acknowledging the feeling, being mindful, and accepting that it's there. We're not trying to get rid of this wave. We're not trying to demonize it or make it seem like it's this big bad thing. You just have to learn to ride the wave. Number 5 is box breathing. One of my go-to skills. It's easy. Again, readily available. Box breathing is you're going to inhale for 4, hold for 4, exhale for 4, hold for 4, and then repeat. So let's give it a try for 2 breaths. Get into a comfortable position. And when you're ready, take a deep breath in. 2, 3, 4, hold. 2, 3, 4, exhale. 2, 3, 4, hold. 2, 3, 4, inhale. 2, 3, 4, hold. 2, 3, 4, exhale. 2, 3, 4, hold. 2, 3, 4. Resume normal breathing. How does that feel? Did you notice something different between the 4, 6, 8 breathing and this breathing? You might notice that certain breathing techniques feel better or alleviate anxiety at different levels. Number 6 is name that fear. This can help with catastrophizing. So a lot of times when we catastrophize, which is an anxious way of thinking, we can go like, well, what if this happens? What if that happens? What if this happens? And that feels very chaotic, and that's what causes the brain to continue to think about it. So we want to switch. Name the feeling is even if this happens, what are you going to do? Even if you and your boyfriend break up, what are you going to do? Instead of what ifing it, think about even if. So naming the feeling. So even if I feel anxious about breaking up with my boyfriend, this is what I'm going to do. 7, I had a video on Shorts recently where I talked about vagal nerve stimulation, and one of the tools on there was cold exposure. Cold exposure really just hits, and it's one of those easy, simple things that like doesn't take a lot of, like thought process to think about. If you're feeling anxious, you're at home, go grab an ice pack, put it on your neck, running cold water over your wrists, splashing cold water on your face. All of these things can be super helpful and just really instantly go from fight or flight to that rest and digest. Number 8 is anchor phrases, or mantras, however you want to phrase this. Anchor phrases, mantras, affirmations, these are all just things that we tell ourselves to kind of get us through hard moments. These can be really helpful when we know that we're going to feel anxious. You're about to give a presentation. I know what I'm doing. I've practiced. I feel confident in my knowledge of the material. Skill number 9 comes from dialectical behavioral therapy, or DBT. And this is the opposite action. Anxiety is going to tell you, don't go out with your friends. Don't do this presentation. Don't put yourself out there. Instead, think about what is the opposite action. So what am I going to do to feel better, different? Challenge that anxiety that we're experiencing. So don't let anxiety rule your life. You are the one in charge. And number 10, and I saved the best for last, this is my personal go-to. It's one of my favorite skills to share with patients. And it's this best, worst, most likely case scenario. I love the idea of giving options. I think that options make everybody feel a little bit better. When you're anxious, your brain your thoughts can be so narrow, right? It's all negative all the time. Best case scenario, worst case scenario, and most likely of what most likely going to happen. Okay, guys, I'd love to know, what skills are you adding to your toolbox? Leave me a comment. Make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. And I will see you guys right back here next week.